Hi. Let's go demi half point and stretch and a half point and stretch, triple and 6 and a 7 and a 8. Yeah, grand plié 2 and a 3 and a 4, forward and 6 and a 7 and a 8, half and a 2, 3 and a 4, triple and 6 and a 7 and a 8, grand and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, to the bar. Into your fifth and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8, grand and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, back and a 6 and a 7 and a 8, 2 more grands and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8, parallel stretch and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8, find your balance in a second, and there we are. And here we go. Long allongé before you grand plié and relax when you are ready. Here we go, to the other side and and relax. Good. Let's go half and half and in and out, half point forward and in and out, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 tendu to the front and 1 tendu to the side, and 1 and in and out, stretch it all the way, come back, 2 and 3, stretch all the way, 1 and 2 and 3, stretch all the way, roll through your first, 7 and 8, reverse, 1, 2, 3, half point, 1, 2, 3, half point, 1, 2, 3, half point, tendu, back and tendu, side, 1 and 2 and 3, all the way through your toes, 1 and 2, 3, all the way through your toes, 1, 2, 3, all the way through your toes, close, roll through your feet in first, this time just stay. Is that making sense? So you get one half with just half points and the second half with stretching it all the way through. Half point, turn in, turn out and open. Bring it back in, turn in and out and open. In and out and open. Bring that same foot through to tendu front and tendu side.
From the demi point, it goes to point and then
yes,
point.
Correct.
Okay.
Now you're starting it over in your reverse, up, in, out, all the way through. So these are full tendus the second time around. 1, 2, 3, to the front, close first, roll through. Then we reverse the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay? Here we go. Push down into the floor. Turn it in. Turn it out. Think your knee stays in place. Bring it back in and one. Turn it in. And out. And one. And two. Take it through full tendu front. Close first. To the side. Just straight is totally fine. Here we go again. Half. And full point to the back. Bring it back in. 1 and 2 and 3. Full point to the side. And 1 and 2 and 3. To the front. Close first and roll through. 1. Roll through 2. There we go. And 3. Nice and tall. Then you come down. Reverse and turn it and out. Half point back. No, yes. And 1 and 2. Half point over your arch. And 1 and 2 and 3. Take it through full point and close to the side. And 1. All the way through, that's it. And 2. Close, roll through and finish. And relax when you're ready. Good. Here we go. To the other side, please. Try to feel it in your standing leg as well. All these insies and outsies. And then your standing side arm too. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Half point tendu, half point tendu, half point inside tendu with your arm. Demi-plie stretch. The same thing to the side. Number 3 is always on the inside. The same thing to the front. Demi-plie. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll through in 5th position. So close your last one in 5th, and that is it.
The inside tendu is the same as the outside tendu, correct?
You mean
If you
directionally
start with the
speaking?
inside, one is
Yes,
front.
you're correct. You're correct. So when we work to the front, we only work to the front, etc., etc.
And then 8.
Yes, correct. All right, here we go. And feel that interplay between your heel and your toes. Hold on, misunderstanding. There are only 2 on the outside. Half point outside and half point outside. Half point inside, demi-plie stretch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go one more time. And
So it's 3 half points, but only 2 tendus on the outside.
yes, you got it. And always a
Okay.
fabulous opportunity to anticipate your port de bras with a beautiful allongé. And here we go. And 6, and 7, and 8, 1, and 2. There we go. Now feel it. Demi-plie stretch. And now you can hold on to that inside tendu a little longer. 1 and 2. 1 inside. Feel it. Now close. There we go. And 1. Anticipate allongé. So feel it. Demi-plie stretch. 8 and 1. You're going to the back. Hold it back, feel it, and demi-plie, and stretch, and feel it inside, side, nice and tall and long. There we go, and stretch, and 8, and last one closes in 5th front. And roll through in 5th position. All right. And relax when you're ready. Yeah, careful not to get lost in the combo. Especially when you do half point outside, tendu inside, try to feel that nice interplay. One heel goes down, the other toes push out, which is pretty much our glissade and assemblée coordination already right there. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. And Sorry about the beep. Okay. My coffee maker is telling me that it is shutting off.
Oh no, you want to have any fuel?
It's all right. It's all right. I fueled a lot already.
Oh, okay.
Tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé and coupé tendu and the tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé and coupé tendu and the tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé tendu and coupé tendu and the back and the side and the front and the side. One more side, soutenu, other side. Tendu coupé and the tendu coupé and the tendu coupé. Careful dyslexic moment. Coupé tendu. Coupé, tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé, coupé tendu. Don't change your fifth. Tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé and tendu and coupé and coupé and tendu and back and the side and the front and the side. One more side. Soutenu. Other side. Obviously, with arms and stuff. And here we go. And coupe and two and three. Coupe back and tendu and the one. There we go. Make sure it comes from your toes, not from your knee. That's better. Careful. Right. There's only one way to keep going. Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside,
Inside.
outside. Thank you. Inside. Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, back and the side and the front and the side and the back and the side and the front, other side. This is easily cucaracha potential. Inside coupé, outside dégagé, inside coupé, outside dégagé, inside coupé, outside dégagé, outside coupé, inside dégagé.
Same direction
No, the
that
opposite.
it's been going in.
So when you're starting to the front after your outside coupé, you have to go back because we're switching legs with the inside. Is that making sense?
So it's inside.
Inside. One more.
And these are negatives.
Yes, correct. One more. Now it's this one and back. Correct. The same scheme all the way around. Out and one. I don't think the first one changes, but let's see what happens. Or you can do that. Either don't change that one or don't change the first. 2, 1, 2. Outside, inside. Inside.
Outside, inside.
Right. Encore. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7. So to the other side. Yes, no, maybe. Good luck. And here we go. And inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside. 1. Always destination down, floor, back, side, front, side, back, side, other side. Here we go. Let's not forget that last dégagé to the front before you soutenu. Don't take it from me. just from your toes. Think you don't have knees? That's it. One more. There we go. Good job, good job, good job. One and two and three and four and five and six. Passé inside. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Passé inside, close. 1 and 2 and passé inside, close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Passé flat, close, fifth, back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and passé. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Passé, close your fifth. 1 and 2, passé, close fifth. 4 more dégagés. Outside, relevé. Close fifth, soutenu, other side. 6, 4 and 2. 6 dégagés, close fifth, passé for 2 counts. 4 dégagés, passé for 4 counts. 2 dégagés, passé just for 2 counts and 4 more dégagés. Plié, passé unflat, the first time, unrelevé the second time. And that is on the outside, obviously, the last passé. Is that making sense?
It's the very last one.
Yes, 2.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8, 1, 2. Passé 3, 4. Your second one needs to.
So the 1, 2 is.
Yes, correct. Passé 3, close 4, close 4. 4 more dégagés, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now passé, close plié, fifth front, be logical, you just came from fifth back. Passé unflat, the first time, close fifth back, reverse with passé relevé.
Okay.
And then let's just stay. And how about upping the ante and doing port de bras with your dégagés? So a 6 count port de bras before you passé, a 4 count port de bras in the reverse, a 2 count port de bras, and 1 more 4 count port de bras with your dégagés before you take your passé. So just keep your side arm going if you can. Does that make sense? Let's make it a nice juicy Saturday dégagé challenge.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Here we go. Just toes, obviously. 6. Passé, up, down, and 4, up, 2, 1, 2. 4 more dégagés and 1. Hold on a sec. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, the last set, first and fifth passé and close. 4 more dégagés. Then your passé. Yeah, your passé goes up to go down because you only have 2 counts for it in the end. Making sense? Yeah, last set, first and fifth, passé, close fifth. 4 more dégagés.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was trying to do the passé with the outside leg. And
yeah, no, you're switching just in the very end to the outside. Okay, here we go one more time. Yes, and you should take your arms also for your 2 dégagés before your passé. Just saying. Okay, here we go. 6. And 1. 6. Up and down and 1. Hold 4, 4, 2. 1 and 2 passé and close. 4 more dégagés. Good. Passé flat. Reverse. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 passé and close. 1. 4 passé, stay. 2. 1 and 2 passé. 4 more dégagés. And just stay right there. Make sure you don't push yourself backward when you let go of the bar. Excellent. And finish. there's a lot of stuff packed into this one. Okay.
That's a tricky one actually.
It is a very tricky one, especially if you take your arms seriously and all of that. Good so. All right. Here we go. Left side and. Oh. Careful not to push yourself back when you let go of the button. There we go. And right. Okay. I know. Taking it from you, parallel stretch 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7, close fifth, passe and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, once and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, front and the back and the front and the back and the front through. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7, close fifth, passe and 2 and the 3 and the 4, forward and back, open your arm. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, balance by 2 and the 3 and the 4, plie 45, take it through. You're ready to stretch some more. So very simple. Parallel stretch, passe tendu, back and forward, 8 rondes. 4 balance wise, plie 45, développé through into your next parallel stretch.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. And here we go. Plie, passe, and don't know if you have noticed a change in my decor.
Oh, you've moved it.
No, Jeff and Bianca moved permanently to Paris on Friday. And I inherited Jeff's collection of bottles because he's somewhat of a aficionado for bartending and making drinks.
Oh,
And I didn't know
oh.
where else to put it, so it's kind of okay. Maybe I should mention this because so maybe some of
During
our
during class, if you turn
that's
around,
right,
that's
exactly.
something.
It's almost in reach. So
Oh, okay. Then
maybe some of our, yeah, maybe
Jane
some
and
of
I
our
will no longer
wonderful
do it.
yeah, maybe some of our wonderful subscribers can send me some recipes for some nice drinks. All
Yeah.
right. But first things first. Let's go no, straight to the side, plie, attitude to the side, plie, attitude to the back, and the two balançoires, and the straight to the side, and the attitude to the side, attitude to back, and the two balançoires, and the straight to the side, attitude to the side, attitude to the back, one grand rond jeté, brush through for your balance 45, pas de bourrée to reverse the whole thing. Plie straight and the side, attitude to the side, attitude to the front, two balançoires, straight, side, attitude, front, one and the two, and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven, five and the six, sorry, grand jeté, 7 and 8, brush through, balance. Stay there, we'll go to the left afterward. So the third set does not have the two balançoires. Straight side, attitude back, balançoire twice. One more time and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, balançoire twice. Third time, straight to the side, attitude back, straight into a grand rond jeté. Brush through to 45 to the front. Figure balance, pas de bruit. And here we go, super low, below your knees. Here we go, front and side and attitude. Two balançoires. 1. That's a good, nice and economical with your knee. Straight to grand rond jeté from there, 1. And up and stay. Pas de bourrée, close and 1. And just stay. And finish. All right. Yeah, careful there.
I'm not sure about the before
You
the
need to complete your rond all the way to the front to be able to brush it through to plier grand rond jeté. You don't get stuck in the side.
what's right before that though. That's where I messed up.
So your last set, and it only happened when you reversed it. One in the side and the plier to the side, plier to the front. Now brush it through to grand rond jeté.
Oh,
You just
okay.
got stuck in the side, and obviously that would have been quite impossible. All right, here we go to the other side, please. And down, 2 1. That's it. And 1. And pas de bourrée. Oh. All the way to the front, through, and 1. There we go, and 1. And finish. That's it. I think I figured it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, fondue to the front, plié, fouilleté, tombe back, step forward and plié, half turn coupé, close. Reverse that, sorry, port de bras 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, fondue, 2 counts, and 6 and 7 and 8, tombe forward, step back, plié, half turn on the knob, close. Port de bras to the bar 3 and 4, fondue to the side. There's a little bit more time, 7 and 8 on there, 1 on there, 2 on there, 3 and 4. Feel your balance, à la seconde, close fifth. Circular port de bras, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Reverse that, and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. And done, we'll go to the left afterward. So you have 2 parts to the whole thing. Port de bras forward, 2 and 3 and 4, fondue, 2 counts, plié, fouilleté. Tombe back, step back. Forward and close, half turn on the oar, and coupé. Now you can reverse that whole thing. Port de bras back, 2 and 3 and 4, fondue and open, plié, fouilleté. 7 and 8, tombe forward, step back, half turn on the knob. Correct. Slight change of scheme. 4 counts port de bras, 4 counts fondue, 2 and 3 and 4. Feel your balance, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. I think, didn't I do all the jumps right? Single and double. Feel your balance, à la seconde, close fifth front. Circular port de bras one way, circular port de bras the other way. Be done.
Okay, so the Alice the rondejumps start right away.
Port de bras in the 2 and the 3 and the 4, fondue, take 4 counts for it, 7
Right.
and the 8 on layer 1 and 2 and the 3 and the 4, balance, and 6 and the 7 and 8, circle
And
one
then-
way, circle the other way. That's it. And here we go. I'll try to remind you of stuff. It's a long one.
I lost the whole thread there.
Yeah. So fondue front 5 and the 6, plié, fouilleté 7 and 8. Tombe for 2 counts. Back 1 and the 2, step back 3 and the 4. Close your 5th and the 6, half turn on the oar. Then reverse the whole thing. So you're not changing sides with the combination. Is that making sense?
Right.
You just
okay.
went a little too fast there with your fouilleté tombe.
Yeah.
That is all there is to it. So it's a very, very sustained, long, soft, balancey combination.
So the balance then is forward.
After,
That's the longer balance, not the turn.
fondue, 2 counts, plié, fouilleté. After your fouilleté, that's where your balance is. You have a 2 count tombe. Tombe back 1 and the 2, step forward 3 and the 4, close 5 and the 6, turn 7 and the 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rather than the longer balance being here, it's actually here.
Right, if you want to see it that way, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
So once you start your fondue, everything gets 2 count. That's basically the whole scheme. Close, baby, plie, half turn on the oar, and plie, stretches, up and over back, 2 counts, 4, 5, and 6, plie on the side, fouilleté, you have 2 counts to tombe forward, 2 counts to step back, demi-plie, half turn on the dome, no force, easy, heel, demi-plie, stretch, port de bras to the bar, Yeah, timing challenge is actually after your tendu. Yeah, feel your FSA front, feel your tendu back, feel your tendu closing into plie, feel that super slow, non-forced turn to the other side. Okay, are we good? Here we go. And still try to connect it all, tie it all together. No force. That's it. You have time to step forward, feel your tendu, feel your arabesque. Close your fence, easy, turn knee side. Demi plie, that's more like try to control each and every part too. And careful there not to cheat. Killing two birds with one stone, petit battement, and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, développé to the front. Petit battement, and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, let's stretch it, then close, développé à la seconde. Open, petit battement, and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, développé arabesque, 6, 7 and the 8, double side, double front, side, double back, side, close, fifth, soutenu. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, développé, and the 6, so 2 different things, quick and sharp, and the 3 and the 4, soft and smooth, and the 7 and the 8 and the 1 and the 2, the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, double side, double front, double side, double back, double side, fifth, soutenu. And here we go. It's a petit battement développé sandwich. And 1, 2. Développé. Close 1. Double side. Front. Side. Back. Side. Other side. Both ways. Tip gets stuck. All right. Here we go. Yeah, try to feel these petit battements in your ankle and both inner thighs. And here we go. Let's go cloche and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8 and the 1 to the front and the 1 to the back, 1 to the front, 1 more to the back, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 to the front, 1 to the back, 1 to the side, plié soutenu, and the 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. We are switching between both legs, 7 and 8 and the front, back, front and the back and the front and the back and the front and the back. This time front, back, side, plié, plié parterre, soutenu. And here we go. The floor. And relax. Okay, good. Let's have a nice stretch. can I say, cheap but effective. Front and the back and the front and the back, coupe, tenlier, and the close and the back. Front and the back and the front, plié, coupe, tenlier, and the side and the two. The three and the four, plié, coupe, tenlier, plié, coupe, tenlier, plié, coupe, tenlier, close back. Front and the back and the front and the back. Coupe, tenlier, and the close. Back and the front and the back and the front. Coupe, tenlier, and the close. Side and the two and the three and the four. Coupe, same tenliers. Coupe, tenlier, back and the front. Coupe, tenlier, back and the front. Done. Is that making sense?
Well, maybe I'll get it in the mark. There's something I didn't quite.
Is there something baffling you?
Well, I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, let's give it a mark and see if we can figure it out.
Okay.
There. Did that fix your problems?
I think.
Okay. And here we go. Just a little bit quicker, and the fifth, and the fifth, and the fifth, and the plié, coupe, tenlier, and the close. So it
That's
is
what it was. I thought it was tenlier and then close.
Right.
Okay.
Here we go. And so it's a little quicker than you think it is. 1, 2. And up and back, and forward and close, and back and front. On the down, and the forward and the back. Side to side. Plié, tenlier, back and front. Back and front. Plié, tenlier, back and front. Plié, tenlier, back and front. There we go. And 1, 2.
I didn't hear what you said at the end.
Make sure you always come a little bit more forward with the tenlier forward, just so we don't run out of room, especially.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you also can start a little bit more forward anyway.
Yeah. I know the look already.
It's not terrible. Dégagé 2 and the 3 and the 4 single, tenlier, dégagé 2 and the 3 and the 4 single. But when I say single, I'm kind of cheating because we have the corset change in there.
Right.
Tenlier, close. Side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 dégagé, single, tenlier, 1.5, tenlier, 1.5, tenlier. with exactly the same amount of force you just applied. The only thing you need is a little tiny bit more fingertips in your closing side and a nice crisp spot. It does not require any additional force. At least so I hope. Yes, no, maybe.
All right.
Okay. And here we go. Let's make it an exercise in economy. And 1, 2. And go. Just check. Single. 1.5. 1.5. There we go. Try to complete your tourniquet. Almost. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, just try to hold on to that coupé a tad longer so you can actually accomplish it only. Okay, okay. That was mean, I know.
I just kind of lost my direction at the end.
Well, yeah, of course. Develop your front and the 2 and the 3, close your 5th arabesque and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, à la seconde tout passé, relevé, tombé, forward and 2 and the 3 and the 4, back and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 4th and the attitude plié croisé, up and over back one more time and close. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4th, back and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, side and the 2 into your passé, relevé, tombé, back. So there's some discretion in your phrasing. Forward and 2 and the 3 and the 4, back and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2, so it's just in croisé, to plié. Arabesque, then just bring it down to your 4th for one more cambry back, stretching close.
Okay. And it stays here.
Yeah, it stays there, correct. Make sure you're opening it 90 degrees to arabesque. Then your foot comes down in the back to reach your 4th. And from there you can take your cambry back. And then you're on the other side.
Okay.
Short and sweet. Let's give it a mark. fourth, up and over back. Yes, correct. Yeah, don't forget that last bit there. And here we go.
It's too slow, right?
Yes, it is. You're absolutely correct. One and two and the three. Close your fifth.
I had a feeling it would be faster.
Yes, which means it really requires you to work with both legs. Feel your kupi, feel your attitude, stretch and close.
Ugh.
Careful starting a good fifth. Two. Forward. And tone lead. And back. Tone lead. Prepare. And push. Good plie. That's it. Everything connected. Feel your heel coming forward and two and one. Yeah, just make sure you finish your turn in arabesque, then take your fourth.
Yeah.
I know.
Sounds good.
Easy peasy. Doom. Arabesque.
Off of that foot.
And let's remember that your knee anticipates the plie before your heel hits the floor for a nice clean landing. There.
Well,
Almost,
no,
almost.
that was I couldn't get to the knee. Whew.
That's it.
Well,
Right. Right. And then keep going. Keep going. Stretch it out in the back. You know what I mean?
yeah, I just can't find the bend in the knee to get it down.
Almost, almost. Yeah, let's give it a little rest. There is yet another combination to come that addresses
But
this.
I know
Right.
that knee is supposed to bend
Right.
slightly.
Slightly, or but you also could think of is just delay your
Okay.
heel as you're landing. It's the same thing, might be a little bit easier to realize. Just delay your heel. Delay your heel so
Well,
you actually you buy yourself the time to push it forward into your landing rather than getting it stuck on the floor and then you're turned in and then nothing works. Now you just have to know that you have to open your chest and it goes behind you. Yes, otherwise it's gonna go forward, of course. Behind you, counter shoulder. No worries, no worries. There's gonna be more of this, so forward and back and plie, attitude and back and forward, plie, attitude and back and forward, plie, attitude, plie, pas de bourrée, fourth, plie, pirouette, fourth, forward and back and plie and attitude, back and forward, plie, attitude, effacé, 1 and 2 and 3 all the way, plie, pas de bourrée to your fourth immediately, pirouette to your fourth. How's that? So the first attitude is croisé, the second one is effacé, the third one is turned.
Okay. Okay.
All of these attitudes land behind you regardless of if they go to arabesque or to tombe back. I think that is the more important part. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
So just to clarify, forward, back, front heel, that is only the first time. Attitude, from this point, backward, forward, back heel. Up, backward, forward, back heel. Up, plie, pas de bourrée, pirouette. Is that making sense? So you always prepare your attitude pirouette from your back heel, excepting for the first time.
Okay.
Are you sure?
No.
Tendelier forward, tendelier back, front heel comes down. That is your first preparation, but the only one of that kind. And tendelier back, tendelier forward. Now your back foot comes down. That's right, and keep going like that. There, back foot comes down. Prepare there. Plié, pas de bourrée immediately to fourth, and pirouette only or to fourth. So making a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Rocking of the baby. And that's the idea.
I lost my direction.
Yeah, don't confuse yourself there. That's right. Just be a little bit more consistent. When your attitude reaches its height, your bottom heel needs to be in your
Right.
front.
Yeah. I keep falling off of it.
Right, because you're pushing too much from your back foot and not enough from your front.
Okay.
Yeah, so both heels need to do the same thing at the same time.
Okay.
All right, here we go. One more time. That's a
Keep
heel.
falling off that.
It's a standing leg heel, working leg heel coordination issue.
Yeah.
And guess what? That happens in your pirouette sometimes too.
Most of the time.
Right. That is why often your pirouettes work much better when we take them in Petit Allegro, because everything is quicker, so it's much easier to coordinate, right? Instead of taking too much time for one leg to come in or the other one to stretch or whatever
Right.
it is, yeah? One and the two and the three and the four, coupé tout templier, plié, pirouette, fifth, changement, stretch. One and the two and the three and the four. This goes back to our tendu combination. Plié fourth, coupé, pirouette, fifth. And yes, there's time for two. One and the two and the three and the four, changement, strength. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight. One and the two and the three and the three and the four, sorry, close back. Five and the six and the seven and the eight. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven, plié eight. Pirouette one and the two, close three and the four changements and the seven and eight. Let's have our pirouette arms in first. Coupé, pirouettes, of course.
Okay.
Let's give it a mark.
Yeah. Are you staying on Foss all the time?
Excepting for my tenlier and for my preparation for the coupé turn. So tenlier takes you to croisé. Prepare your pirouette in croisé.
Oh.
Finish your pirouette en face.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Nice and light. Use your toes.
I forgot the combination.
Did you freak yourself out because that pirouette was actually quite nice? Okay. Let's do the other side. Here we go. Keep that light, keep it that coordinated, and there are no issues.
It didn't go back.
Exactly. It's a matter of being completely aware of where it starts and where it lands, and then creating the arc in between point A and point B. And try to feel the coordination between your coupé toes and your standing leg heel. That making sense? Zoom. Coupé toes and heel. Boom. Easy. 1, 2. Yep. There you go. And careful, just you like to shrimp up just a little tiny bit because you're tense about the pirouettes, and then you throw your closing side a little bit, your shoulder into things and stuff, which is all unnecessary. So relax. Relax. A little bit better. A lot of force there. So your head, yeah, it's more in your head than anything else, literally and figuratively speaking. Would you like to see this combo one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. A little bit better. Yeah. Okay. Glissade, assemblée, tendu, front and plié, en dedans, close your fifth, one échappé, glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans, fifth, échappé. Échappé, échappé, pas de bruit, échappé, pas de bruit. Glissade, jeté, tendu, cuisse. How much more stuff can I throw in there? Let's just have a nice porter, no, hold on, tendu, cuisse. One more tendu, cuisse on the other side now, stretch. And here goes my plan of making a simple combination. Glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans, close fifth, échappé, close. This is act 1. Glissade, assemblée, tendu, plié, en dedans, fifth, échappé, switch. Échappé, fifth, échappé, fake out, pas de bruit. Échappé, pas de bruit in the same direction. Glissade, jeté, glissade, jeté, glissade, jeté, tendu, cuisse, twice.
There's only one tendu cuisse?
Let's have only one tendu cuisse and keep it the way it was. So it switches legs. I showed 2 different versions there. So part 2 is échappé close, échappé fake out pas de bruit, échappé pas de bruit from the other leg, glissade jeté. One more glissade jeté. One more glissade jeté, one tendu cuisse. No, 2
So does that mean you end where you start?
2 glissade jetés and 1 tendu cuisse, my bad. Yeah. Échappé fifth, échappé fake out. Échappé pas de bruit, glissade jeté, tendu cuisse, stretch. No, there are 2 tendu cuisses. What can I say? You need to get your left foot back. So you can start the combo on the other side. 2 glissade jetés, 2 tendu cuisses, done. Yes.
It starts with glissade assemblée.
It does. Glissade assemblée tendu, en dedans fifth, échappé change. Ditto on the other side. Glissade assemblée tendu croisé plié, en dedans close. Échappé switch. There we go. Échappé close. Front to back usually. Échappé fake out pas de bruit. No, it's. Yes, you're right. Échappé pas de bruit, tour with your leg. Glissade jeté. But you're somehow on the wrong side. Glissade jeté. 1 tendu cuisse. Port de bras. Just one, 1 tendu cuisse, 1 port de bras. Done. Executive decision. Technically, you are on the other side.
That's right, because it starts with the right leg back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Are we good to give this a mark?
Okay.
Let's give it a mark. Here we go. Glissade jeté. Tendu cuisse. So you have glissade jeté on 7, 8, and you have 1 more glissade jeté on 1, 2, tendu cuisse, 3, 4. Stretch your knees and breathe for 5, 6, 7, 8.
So there are two glissade jetés and one
Yes.
temps de cuisse.
Yes. Glissade jeté, one more. And temps de cuisse. Stretch your knees.
And
Breathe.
that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Nice crisp glissades, please. Échappé close, échappé pas de bruit. Échappé pas de bruit. There we go. And keep your échappé en face in second position. It does not have to change to some weird little demi-fourth position. Yeah, keep your échappé second positions under your hips instead of letting your legs fly apart too much. Let's try the other side. We already did the right almost. Let's start with the left foot and then we'll come back to the right, just so you stay even. And easy shoulders, easy hips. That's the idea. Right. Just way too much of elbows
Yeah.
and shoulders. Instead of just fingertips and toes, keep your shoulders low. Keep your hips pushing down into the jump instead of up into the jump. So you don't have to pump the whole combination out of your legs. Are we good to try the right one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Toes, toes, and toes. Good. Toes, easy elbows, temps de cuisse. Yeah, it's a long one. Better, better, better. Can you feel it? The less you pump it out of your legs, the higher the quicker your jumps actually become.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it as tiny as I possibly can.
Right.
Keep flying away.
Especially once you get tired, now it starts to go here
Yeah.
instead of keeping your shoulders down and your elbows up throughout the whole thing. All right, one last time to the left. What do you say? And easy. Better, better, better. Yes, that was better. Right, right. Well, you deserve yourself an extra slice of cheesecake.
Hi.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You too.
And I will be seeing you on Monday.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.